Gaffer, looking back at Swindon on Saturday, first of all, something that was key to our victory was the way we stood strong, stayed in the game, especially in that first half. What do you feel like shone through characteristic-wise to give us a platform to go on and win the game?
Yeah, is that no one lost their head with it. You know, they stayed resilient and stayed together. We restricted the opposition. Whilst we weren't flowing by any stretch, we restricted the opposition to very few opportunities to score. Their strikes and goal were all outside the box until the last minute of the game. So we were pleased with that aspect. You know, we had to remember that also that we must be patient. We playing against one of the best teams on form in the league, then it's not going to be going all your own way all the time. So stayed in it, and then come half time, the lads were up for performing better and being in more control of the game. And I thought we grabbed hold of the game by the scruff of the neck as soon as the restart happened, the second half, and we're in the driving seat and deserved the win.
You said after the game we've looked stronger mentally recently. We also had to absorb a little bit of pressure at Bradford City away. What do you put that change in mindset recently down to?
I just think that we've had more positive results on the back of hanging on in their moments, and that gives you confidence. I think it gives the players as a group more confidence that see this through this period. Because there've been times in the season where one or two have gone in quick succession, but we've now had a good spell of 10 games where we've shown consistency of effort, consistency of application. So it's bound to give you confidence.
Jasper said after the game he'd been thinking about the moment he scored his first Harrogate Town goal. Just how pleased were you to see him get on the score sheet and what turned out to be the winning goal?
Yeah, really pleased, and lovely little flick finish as well, and great celebration. So delighted for Jasper. He's thriving, you know. I think he's a really strong centre half. His dedication is there for everyone at the training ground to see every single day. You know, does extra both in the gym and out in the training pitch. So he deserved that great moment and scoring the winner.
And after the game, Ian Holloway had some really kind words for yourself and the club. He said he was full of admiration for the job you've done here and the way the club's run. What does that mean coming from another manager, and especially someone who's so well regarded in the game?
Well, obviously, yeah, it's nice to receive that. I think he was great after the game. You know, the way he came up and into the hospitality and shared some time with us, and spoke to all the backroom staff members. And yeah, I think it's good when people look at what we are as a club and have a respect for us, you know, and the journey we've been on. But it's it's a collective effort from a small group of people that, you know, we have a lot of pride in the club, and that's why we want to stay up.
It's Bromley away this weekend. They currently sit in the top half in their first season in the EFL. What do you feel like they've done to make it such a successful transition into the Football League?
Well, they continue to be hard to beat. You know, they've got big physicality. They've got a centre forward who's remained in form throughout the season. And you've got an exciting group of players, so that helps. And I think they're well fired up, and you know, it's their first season in the Football League, so there's a real fresh impetus in the club, and yeah, they're a handful.
They come into the game off back-to-back clean sheets as well. Given how close our games have been over the sort of last run of 10 games, is this the type of game where you feel like one moment or one real bit of quality could make the difference?
Well, invariably they are. You know, in League Two, the tight games. You know, I've watched quite a few, even on Sky Sports Plus this season, where you're going to a war of attrition. So it is about hanging on in there in the moments where you think, no, we're under a bit of pressure, but then taking our chances and executing the finish in a more ruthless fashion. And we're still working on that. But we feel that we've got more players who enjoy the big moments in the team. And now we've got good experience and lads that are playing well in training, that are making sure that the starting players are staying on it.
Yeah, I was going to ask about the strength of the squad, and we've got players missing out now every week. How difficult is it to manage this group when players aren't playing on a weekend, and what do you want to see from those players in and around the place during the week?
Well, it's easier to manage the lads who are starting because they have to stay on it, you know, with all the preparation and professionalism. and performance levels. There's pressure to stay on it. With the other lads, yeah, it's speaking to them throughout and making sure that they understand that football can change very quickly, but they have to equip themselves well and do the right thing in training, be on time, do all the prehab and strengthening sessions to the best of their ability. They can't fade with their efforts now because it's not going to do them any good. So they have to stay concentrated and intense with it. But they know, I've changed the team before and I'll change it again. And performance levels have to be up there.
And just finally, we played Bromley on the opening day of a season. Feels like a long, long time ago now. Just how much do you feel like this team has developed over the course of a season?
Yeah, we're continuing to develop and we have to stay on it. But I feel we're more competitive. But you're always judged, and we'll be judged on the game on Saturday. If I make a run for my own back now and say, oh, completely far removed from them, you come unstuck. This is about being hungry right from the off again, in the training sessions before and right from the off on Saturday. So it's a big challenge.
Thank you.
Cheers.